Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a 10-minute stretch just to concentrate on opening out the hips a little bit, any tightness in the glutes, especially if you've been doing my glute activation workouts and lower body workouts. So you're going to start by lying down on your back, on your mat, or on the floor, or your rug, or wherever you happen to be doing it. You could even do it on the grass. If you've got trainers or socks on, you can take them off, and you're just going to relax on your... Okay, so lying on your mat, feet are flat. You're just going to take the arms out to the side, and you're just going to let your knees drop to each side. Now, they don't have to touch the floor. You're just getting a bit of mobility into the lower back, especially if you've just come from a run. You just want to loosen it up before we go into a few stretches. So, feet flat on the ground, cross right ankle over your left knee, take your right hand and just gently push back on the inside of that right leg. And you'll already feel, depending how tight you are, a little stretch in the glutes on that right side. Take a deep breath in and breathe out, and as you breathe out, just gently push. And then we're going to thread the needle. So you're going to take your hands, left hand, right hand, behind that left leg. Bring the left knee in towards you. Try and relax your shoulders onto the ground. If you don't have the flexibility to relax the shoulders, then you'll just need to keep the head up, keep the chin down, and just bring that leg in. If you can relax down, just relax it all the way down. Shoulders relaxed. Keep trying to push the knee, the right knee out to the side. Now, if you've got the flexibility and you want to increase the stretch, you can hold around the front of your shin and bring it in. Just use the grip that suits you best. Don't try and do too much too soon if you're very tired. Okay, so we're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to bring the leg in towards you. As you breathe in, you're going to let it just release back a bit. So breathe in, exhale, just bring the leg in towards you, the knee in towards you, and ease off the stretch. Breathe in, breathe out, bring the knee in towards you, and ease off. Breathe out and breathe in, breathe out, bring the knee in towards you. Hold it, and then you're going to let it come down onto the ground. Keep the leg crossed over, arms out to the side, and you're going to just take the leg fully crossed over to the side, and you're going to let those knees drop very slowly over to the right side. Now, if that feels too strong, I'm going to grab, you can take a book or a block if you happen to have one, and instead of letting your legs aim for the ground, you can just put a book or a block underneath, and you can hold it like this. If you've got the flexibility, then you can just let it rest. You'll feel stretched through the waist, the hip. You want to try and keep the right shoulder down towards the ground. And then you're going to use your core, bring your knees up to the center, keep them crossed. Very slowly, let them drop to the other side. And where your right foot is hooked over, use the weight of that right foot just to gently press down on that left leg. And again, you'll feel a stretch through the other side, hip and waist. Okay, use the core, bring in, take it over to the other side. Remember not to hold your breath. You may find your back may even click, and then take it over to the opposite side again. Use the weight of that right foot. Deep breath in, breath out. Bring it into the center, and then keeping that right leg crossed over, just take it back so it's just the ankle over the left knee. With your hands, push yourself up and feel stretch in the hip. And you can round your back, let your chin drop down. Feel a stretch in the hip. And again, breathing in, breathing out. And then relax so that you can uncross the leg, take the feet mat width apart or just over hip width, give your wrists a shake, and you're going to just let your knees go down to the side. And again, just easing off the hips, getting a bit of mobility. And then staying with that right leg in the front. Now I'm going to show you on my left side so that I'm facing you. You're in this position. See if you can use your strength in your hips to reach up. And as you reach up, pull up out of that hip, back down, pull up, back down, pull up. 3 more. 3, down, use that hip, pull up, stretch. 2, last one, and rest down. Feet coming back onto the mat. Roll yourselves back down, hug the knees into the chest, and then we're going to repeat that on the other side. So this time your left leg's crossed over. You're going to gently take the hand, push on the inside of that knee, breathing. And if you can, now that you know what's coming up, try and do it by my instruction as opposed to turning your head to look at me, unless we're just quickly double checking what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to thread the needle so the hands come behind that right thigh. Clasp the hands, bring the leg in. You can play around with your grip. If you feel you can hold above your shin, go for it. Nice strong grip. And we're going to breathe in. And then we're going to breathe out as the leg comes in towards you, knee comes in towards you. And then ease off, take a breath in. Bring the knee in towards you, breathe out. And then breathe in, ease it off, breathe out, bring it in towards you. Try and keep relaxed in the shoulders. I'm saying that as much for me as I am for you. And then you're going to relax the foot on the ground, the right foot on the ground, cross that left leg completely over. Take the arms out to the side. Remember, if you've got a book or a block, have it ready. You're going to take the knees over to the right side. You can let them come onto your block or your book so that it just feels a bit more doable, a bit more comfortable. You don't want to over stretch, and trying to keep that left shoulder onto the ground. Just hold it there. Feel a nice stretch along the hip and the waist. And then you're going to use your core, you're going to lift up. And you're going to drop the knees down to the other side. And this time you've got your left foot on the top. And you're just going to gently press down with that left leg onto the right. And feel the stretch along, right along the top here. And breathing. And bring it into the center. Over to the other side again. If you want to try it without giving yourself the extra support, see if you've got a bit more mobility, you can. If you don't, it's absolutely fine. Just keep your block or your book there. And breathe in. And exhale over to the other side. Hold it. You may even find sometimes your back might click. And then center, just let the ankle come over that right knee. Elbows coming down, just walk your hands up. Now it doesn't really matter if your hands are facing outwards or inwards. Do whichever feels more comfortable for you. And then just push yourself towards that leg that's crossed over. Breathe, and then just round the back. let the chin rest down. Hold it, breathe. And then ease back so that you can easily uncross the leg. Feet hip width apart, have a little shake just to release the tension in the wrists. And we're going to take it down to each side, loosen it up. And this time you're going to be on your left side. So you're going to be with your, as you lift up, excuse my back, you're going to have this, your left leg that's going to be doing the stretch. Now, so that I haven't got my back to you, I'm going to face you this way. And we're going to go for 5. 5. And 4. And 3. Remember, we're lifting up here. And 2. And 1. And then release it. Okay, bring the legs back out to the front. Release them, couple each side. And then we're going to take it down onto our mats. You're going to press the pelvis into the floor. You're going to bring back your right leg. I'm just using my leg nearest to the camera so that you can see. You're going to rest your forehead onto the back of your hand, and you're going to press the hips down into the mat, and you're going to bring the heel up to your bottom, keeping your knees and thighs together. And then I'm going to count down from 3, and you're going to push your foot as hard as you can into your hand. So 3, 2, 1, push. Push, push, push. You'll feel it right in the belly of the muscle. And then stop pushing and bring the foot further back. You should be able to stretch a little further and hold it. 3, 2, 1, push. And then release, bring it in. And then gently let it go. Same thing, other leg. Bring the foot back. Rest your head onto the palm of your hand or on your wrist. And knees and thighs together, feel the stretch. Okay, your head needs to be rested down. And you're going to push your foot down into your hand. Push, 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 push. Keep your hips pressed down, and then stop pushing, bring the foot back, increase the stretch. Okay, it's fine if your knee just very slightly tilts off the floor, as long as your hips are pressed down. And then press, press, push into your hand. And then release, bring the foot back. And then let it go. And then we're going to push ourselves up. You're going to take your knees out wide. You can have a gap between your feet, and you're going to sit back into your heels. Now again, depending on your mobility or flexibility, you may be able to go much further back than me, or alternatively you might be up here. That's fine. Remember, you can use books, blocks. You can, okay, so if you're using a block, keeping your knees wide and your feet a little bit apart, you can push back, but the block just helps you get into that stretch. So just hold it. We're going to take a breath in and a breath out. Remember, as you breathe out, that's when you want to try and ease into the stretch a bit more. So wherever you are in the stretch, whether it's on the block, whether it's on the floor, just going to hold it. You can keep that head rest down if you're on the floor, and you can manage to get the forehead to the ground. And then very gently come out the stretch. Bring the knees in under the hips, hands under the hips, all 10 fingers spread, toes tucked under. You're going to lift the knees up, you're going to lift your hips up, you're going to keep your knees bent, you're going to push back, using all 10 fingers to push back, and you're going to gently walk through one heel at a time, pushing back. You'll feel the stretch in the calves. Couple more, and then both heels coming down. I want you to bend your knees, take your shoulders away from your ears, use your arms, activate them, use your fingers. You don't want all the weight in your wrists. Push back, hips into the air, and then if you can, very slowly try and push the heels down. Deep breath in, and as you breathe out into the stretch, and again breathe in, breathe out into the stretch. Last one, breathe in and breathe out. And then very slowly bend your knees. See if you can walk the feet into your hands. Bend your knees, hold round the backs of the legs, let the head drop so it's heavy. And then you're going to walk up the front of your legs, rolling each vertebrae one at a time. Roll the shoulders. And there you go, lower body stretch. You should be feeling a lot looser in those hips, especially in the front. So try and add that stretch on at least once a week. So well done, you've completed your stretch workout. I hope you're feeling a lot looser, especially in the front of the hips. Try and do your stretch workout at least once a week. If you can even remember a couple of those stretches just to incorporate after a run, I think it will really help you, and just try and ease off the tension, especially if you've been doing the strength workouts and just from general running day to day. So thank you very much for joining me. Remember the usual stuff we do at the end of the video: like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you.